Hi, my name is Stephen McGee and I'm the author of Electrical Forensics, and we're here to discuss an electrical forensics concept of stray voltage. And before we can talk about stray voltage, we need to talk about crime. And the first document we're looking at is called As Weather Warms Up, So Do Opportunities for Crime. And it says right here, there is a correlation between rising temperatures and violent crimes. Violence increases, especially street violence, muggings, assaults, and battery. So crime is tied to hot temperatures. And here's another article that deals with it. This one's from Las Vegas, another very hot city. And it says, summer brings spike in crime. Police say they see a jump in crime when summer arrives. So let's take a look at the next article. Summer crime rates. And this one says crime rates increase between 6 and 16% depending on the crime. The FBI says that all crimes rise about 10% during summer months, with murder rising about 16% and rape and other violent crimes increase by about 13%. Almost all crimes increase during June, July and August. So I want you to remember that June, July and August is the peak period for crime in the USA. So we're going to come on to the electrical forensics side of things. And this is a graph of monthly electric energy consumption. So this is the 12 months of electrical energy consumption in the USA. And what do we find? June, July, August are the peak months. So it completely corresponds to the crime rates. So the reason why the energy consumption is so high during those months is the majority of the USA turns on its air conditioning systems, and it creates the peak loads of the year. And what that does to the electrical system is it creates a situation where you get dirty electricity effects and stray voltage effects all over the electrical system. And it's been very, very well studied in the dairy industry. And they find that when electrical systems get stray voltage on them, they start seeing a lot of very weird things in the animals and the farmers and the families. And that's what this article talks about. This is called Relationship of Electric Power Quality to Milk Production of Dairy Herds, Field Study with Literature Review. And it says here that the Public Utility Commissions in several states adopted a 0.5 volt RMS or 1 milliampere as the actionable limit for utilities to respond to complaints of uncontrolled voltage. This study clearly shows that the actionable level should be reduced to 10 millivolts peak to peak, which is 140 times less than the current standard. So this article is saying that the stray voltage is actually very, very harmful to biological organisms, and that the standards on it are far too high. And it says down here that the PUC standards and use of 500 ohm resistors in test circuits underestimate the effects of non-sinusoidal higher frequency voltage current common on rural power lines. So it's not just this article that's saying that. There's books now written on this subject. So this is probably one of the more famous books. This is a great book that was written by Samuel Milham, Dirty Electricity, Electrification and the Diseases of Civilization. And he's saying that the stray voltage is actually quite nasty. So the other book that deals with it is Electrocution of America. So is your utility company out to kill you? And this is written by Russ Allen, and he says exactly the same thing, that when the stray voltage gets high on the electrical system, it does a lot of very, very weird things to people, their families and their animals. And that's exactly what happens in air conditioning season in the USA. So that's my take on the American air conditioning season and how it relates to stray voltage and crime If you want to find out more about this subject, you'll find it in electrical forensics. Hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I wish you the very best of health. Thank you.